Good morning! Today I'm going to share a haul as well as my employee Gratis with you today. But first let's take a walk through two different Bath & Body Works stores so you can see some of the new Halloween and fall goodies. The first store we are in is in the Grand Teton Mall in Idaho Falls, and it is a White Barn store. And you'll notice when we switch to the Bath & Body Works in Pine Ridge Mall in Pocatello, Idaho, since that one is much smaller. I love to see as many different styles of Bath & Body Works stores as I can while traveling, so besides seeing some of those new products, I hope you enjoy seeing the differences in the store architectures as well. So over the span of a couple of weeks, I have done lots of little shopping trips here and there. Now that I work at Bath & Body Works, I'm there all the time, so I can just catch things when they go on sale. So today I'm going to be sharing with you all of the goodies that I grabbed from the Fall 1 floor set, as well as a little bit into Fall 2 floor set as well. Besides the goodies I've purchased, I'm also going to be sharing with you today the items that I've received for my Gratis. If you've never heard of Gratis before, pretty much what it is if you work at Bath & Body Works, what they do is at the beginning of the new floor sets or when they release new fragrances, they give the employees free samples or products so that way we can try them out and give our own personal testimony and make it so that we're more comfortable with selling those products to customers. Fall is my favorite season, so I cannot wait to share these with you. So let's get started. Let's start off with the Gratis items first. This is the first Gratis that I received since coming back to Bath & Body Works to work for them. I received this at the end of July for their Summer 3 floor set, which is their final summer kind of theme that they do before fall hits. And this is called Gingham Glow. This is one of their new signature fragrances that's going to be all throughout fall you're going to see in stores. This one has notes of golden nectar, marigold petals, and sun-soaked sandalwood. I did a more in-depth review video on this fragrance earlier, so if you want to see that, I'll make sure to leave the link right up above so you can watch that if you want to know more about this fragrance. But since doing that review, I noticed that it smelled a lot like a fragrance I've smelled before by Bath & Body Works, and I just couldn't place my finger on it. And someone in the comments section of one of my videos had mentioned what fragrance it was, and I totally agree with it, so I think this is the one. It's called In the Sun. It's very similar to it because it has kind of that solar notes of the sunscreen kind of coming into play, but it still has a sandalwood, neroli, bitter orange, perfumey kind of fragrance, if you will. So it's very bright and optimistic, but still very sophisticated. And I think that both In the Sun and this new Gingham Glow share those qualities. Although I will say that one of the differences is that Gingham Glow is a little bit more on the powdery side, at least to my nose. So for my Gratis, I received it in a full-size fine fragrance mist, and I picked out the shower gel as my other body care item of choice. For the Gingham Glow shower gel, we actually had a choice between any of the ginghams in any of the forms, as long as it was a body lotion, a shower gel, or I think a fine fragrance mist or cream, and I chose the shower gel because I was working on completing that Gingham Glow set. Moving right along to Fall 1 Gratis, they gave us all a Vanilla Romance fine fragrance mist in the full size, and this is going to be one of their new single launch fragrances as well. So this one has fresh cardamom, Vanilla Absolute, and Captivating Woods. And I learned that apparently this one is a dupe for the Billie Eilish perfume. This could be my nose playing games with me, but this one almost reminds me of Kaleidoscope a little bit. It has kind of a vanilla-y sweetness to it, but it's mainly like a powdery musk scent. Smelling it straight in the bottle, it kind of makes me feel like it almost could be a gender-neutral fragrance just because it has a lot of bitter and musky notes in it. But I'm sure if you were to spray this on different people, the vanilla notes would come more out. I feel like on my skin it's not very sweet, which I tend to like gourmands and sweet fragrances better than anything else. So I kind of hoped that this one would be more sweet. Also, I feel like the longer it sits on your skin, the more the vanilla comes out, which is good too. Also, something that I've noticed with a lot of the more recent releases by Bath & Body Works is that they seem to vary based on the form that you smell. So like I've noticed that the shower gels smell a lot sweeter or fruitier than the fragrance mists or even the body creams. So I think it's important to not only try it in one form, but when you're trying out fragrances at Bath & Body Works for the first time, to smell it in multiple forms because they kind of play on your skin differently. Very excited about this next release. So for our gratis, we were allowed to select one of the new products from the wellness collections that have been released. We've got Coco Shea Honey coming back, as well as a brand new one called Milk. I think one of the ideas behind this one is you're supposed to be able to pair them together to create milk and honey. I think this also would pair really well with the coconut Coco Shea they already have out to make coconut milk. I chose Milk because it's completely brand new to me and I was really curious about it. I have a lot of experience already with the Coco Shea Honey, and even though I plan to repurchase some, I just wanted to try right away this new one. But I chose Milk Perfume Mist, and this one says fragranced with notes of sugared oats and whipped milk for a creamy, cozy scent. Smelling it on my skin, I think this is going to be such a wonderful fragrance for fall. It's going to be perfect for layering. It's creamy and milky as the name suggests, and it also smells a lot like this coconut milk body oil that they used to have a long time ago one summer in a weird kind of efficacious body care collection. But I cannot wait to pair this with my marshmallow pumpkin latte or to be using it along with my honey products to make milk and honey, like I said. This is going to be such a good one. I think you're going to love it. So for both honey and milk in the wellness collection, they're also going to have body wash, body lotion, body oil, and I think body butter. I haven't seen anything about body scrub, although that would be nice, but I don't think there's body scrub, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. But they also have the perfume mist like you just saw, so that's pretty cool. And then here is the last of my gratis. This is from their new Halloween collection. They have Vampire Blood back and Ghoul Friend back, but this is their brand new body care fragrance and it's called Candy Apple Cauldron. I'm really excited about this release because I've had a gap in my collection for a gourmand apple. I have Coconut Candy Apple, which is one of my favorites, but as you know, that one's discontinued. But it's nice to finally have something that's more of a sweet, edible, foodie kind of apple as opposed to just champagne apple and honey, which that one is really good too, but on my skin it comes off a little more of a floral pretty scent, so I needed something a little bit more sweet and edible. I really like the packaging of their Halloween collection. There's lots of gems and emeralds on this one, and then they've kind of got these cool caps on there that are all faceted and kind of like a little diamond cut. So for notes on this one, we have mysterious green apple, simmering sugar, and crystallized bergamot. I feel like the bergamot kind of takes it in a direction that I didn't really want it to go in because I wanted it to be more of a caramel apple. But I'm not terribly disappointed because like I said, depending on which form you smell, I find that they have these slight differences. So I smell the bergamot the most in probably the fine fragrance mist, but when I smelled the shower gel, it smells a lot more gourmand and sweet. So I just sprayed it on my hand, and the first hit I got was a juicy, sour green apple Jolly Rancher, but then it kind of faded away to be more of those fresh, clean bergamot notes once it sat for a moment. So those were all of the items that I received for my employee gratis. Now let's move on to the ones that I purchased. On the note of the Candy Apple Cauldron, I wanted to complete my set, so I got the shower gel as well as the body cream in the Candy Apple Cauldron fragrance for Halloween. And this is the one that I really like the smell of the most in the shower gel. Even though the notes are listed as the same, this reminds me of two different childhood treats that I had during the fall. One of them is from the ice cream truck called Schwann's. Back in the day, like maybe the late 90s, they had these green apple popsicles and they had these caramel filled centers, and that was my favorite treat of all time. And of course they discontinued it, so I don't think they're on the market anywhere anymore, but it smells just like that. The second treat that comes to mind that smells just like this, and it's probably more familiar because you still can purchase these, are those caramel apple suckers. They have the green apple with the caramel on the outside. It really does smell like a caramel apple sucker, so I love it in the shower gel especially. And then here's a closer look of that body cream, so pretty. And then I grabbed some hand sanitizers. I think they were 6 for $10 when I bought them, so this is the last summer fragrance I'll be purchasing. This is Blue Raspberry Freeze Keep It Chill. And then the rest of these are the new fall ones. So this one is Wildberry French Toast. This is one of the most accurate fragrances I've ever smelt in a hand sanitizer. When it comes to French toast, you actually can smell that eggy bread baked scent. And then once again, we've got Candy Apple Cauldron in the hand sanitizer. I find that this one smells pretty strong of that juicy green apple Jolly Rancher when you put it on. And it's most definitely not fall or Halloween without some sweet cinnamon pumpkin. And then for the last two, I got duplicates. This is Leaves, but in a moisturizing formula. I love Leaves. It has like a red apple clove spice kind of scent. It's one of their most popular and best-selling fragrances in home fragrance, so it's kind of fun when you get to see them in forms that aren't just candles. And speaking of candles, I have candles. So these candles you're about to see I picked up over the weekend when they were $12.95. It's one of their better sales for candles, so I like to do it either when it's in the $12 range during the fall, or if they ever do a buy two get two free or buy one get one free, which sometimes they do. So that's my favorite times to buy candles during the fall. But this is one of their brand new fragrances. We just put these out. This is Pumpkin S'mores. It has roasted marshmallow, melted chocolate, and pumpkin graham cracker. Now smelling this one cold, I predominantly get notes of chocolate. I think they've had a s'mores fragrance in their Camp Winter collection many winters ago. I want to say 2017, 2018 kind of time, maybe 2019. I don't know how long it's been. Normally artificial chocolate scents can be kind of overpowering or a little bit more on the tart, intense side, if that makes sense. But the marshmallow helps kind of tone this down so it's not too overly chocolatey. I'll be curious to see if I can smell a little bit more of the pumpkin notes when it's burning, but as I'm smelling it cold, I don't really get a whole lot of pumpkin. But a fragrance that I do get a lot of pumpkin in is Pumpkin Clove. I especially love burning this one towards the end of fall, so late October, early November kind of time, because it's very harvesty and dark. Perfect for stormy nights when it's all gloomy and dark outside and you need something that's kind of fiery and smoky and warm. I'm gonna spin this in a circle so that you can see the packaging. Look how cute. I love the pictures, and also there's some missing there, like some negative space, so that when you burn it, it actually shines a light through it and you can kind of see that flame glowing through the pumpkins and stuff. So that's really cute. How pretty is that? Love it when they've got a nice autumnal packaging. I just had to use that word in there, of course. Very harvesty, smells a little bit like that craft store cinnamony Michael's smell during the holiday season, but you really do smell pumpkin besides just spices, which is why I like this one. Notes for Pumpkin Clove are clove buds, fresh ground cinnamon, and a pinch of nutmeg. I love the way that this one smells. This one has come back for a couple of years in a row now, and this is the cinnamon pumpkin bun. Pumpkin cinnamon bun, I mean. A little bit more of a simplistic packaging, but still very sophisticated and cute. I smell this and it's just like cream cheese. Once you get past that initial kind of kick of cream cheese in the face, you do smell those subtle notes of like the cinnamon dust and a little bit of that yeasty baked bread roll smell. Notes for pumpkin cinnamon bun are warm cinnamon roll, pumpkin spice, and vanilla frosting. So we already actually had this fragrance earlier this summer and spring as part of their bakery collection then. Quickly came back just in time for a fall bakery collection. We have kind of a slightly updated packaging on it to make it more autumnal to match those candles. So Main Street Bakery, this one to me mainly smells like a banana pudding dessert with the vanilla wafers in it. And listen to those notes. Fresh banana, vanilla wafers, and cinnamon sugar. So I think that is the intention of what they're going behind. I love a good banana scent, and I really like how they made a banana scent but not tropical. So this one does kind of fall into an autumnal fragrance because of those baked scents in it. I had my mom smell this, and before she realized it was truly a banana candle, she said that it kind of smells like when you have all of your baking ingredients lined up, like the flour and the sugar, that kind of scent that comes from all of those ingredients sitting on the table together. So I thought that that was a really cute way of thinking of the Main Street Bakery. And then last candle for today, also matching that bakery collection with the little dessert lids. This is the Cherry Almond Shortbread. It has notes of vanilla shortbread, candied almond, and cherry. When I smell this one, it almost is a little bit on the cream cheesy side as well, as opposed to the Danbury shortbread, which is more of an almond extract and kind of a graham cracker crust, deeper fragrance of a shortbread scent. This one is more fruity and airy. Smelling it cold, I get very strong sense of cherry, so it's not subtle to me. It's very strong cherry. Last couple of items I redeemed with my free membership rewards on my app. So this item is reward friendly, and they are the new pink gingham socks. I love Bath & Body Works socks because they are so soft and they are infused with shea and aloe. I haven't taken them out of the packaging yet, but on the back of the socks, you can see they have the Bath & Body Works text on there color, as well as little grippies. They also had these in their standard gingham blue, but I wanted to go with pink because it's a little bit more unique. And last but not least, I was able to redeem this with my reward in my app. This is a cute little wallflower plug of like a pumpkin chai. Look how it has like the little cinnamon stick and whipped cream and anise star there. I love pumpkins during fall. I'm team pumpkin all the way, so I thought this was adorable. And I don't even use the wallflower fragrances that often anymore. I usually keep one going in my bathroom as well as where the litter box is. So we do kind of have some consistently going. So I thought this would be a fun little treat for fall. All right, and those are all of my goodies that I both purchased as well as my employee gratis. You'll have to let me know down in the comments below which fragrance are you hoping to see this fall. I love to see kind of the wish list going on down in the comments below, so let me know what you're hoping for, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.